The New York Yankees could be in for a surprising turn of events this season, and it might not come from the usual big trades or star acquisitions that fans often expect. Sometimes the most impactful changes happen quietly, right under our noses, with players already on the roster stepping up when it matters most. One name that has been flying somewhat under the radar but is starting to generate some real buzz is Oswaldo Pizza. Since Oswaldo Cabrera's injury, the Yankees have been juggling their options at third base, rotating players in a platoon-like fashion that hasn't allowed much consistency or stability. Pizza, in particular, has experienced irregular playing time, which can make it tough for any player, especially a young one trying to establish himself, to find his groove and confidence. But recent developments suggest that this might be the moment Pizza breaks out and surprises everyone with his performance. Just recently, Pizza delivered a clutch home run that proved to be the difference in a tight game, one that the Yankees narrowly won by a single run. That home run was more than just a statistic, it was a much-needed confidence boost for the young infielder, and you could see it in the way he carried himself afterward. Confidence in baseball is a fragile thing, but also one of the most powerful. When a player feels good about himself, it often translates into better plate appearances and sharper defensive plays. Pizza's defense at third base has been impressive, showing off solid instincts and athleticism, reminding fans that he's not just a hitter, but a valuable fielder who can save runs and contribute significantly on the defensive side. His overall skill set suggests that with a stable opportunity in the lineup, he could develop into a vital piece for the Yankees. If you look purely at Pizza's traditional stats so far this season, they don't immediately stand out. His batting average is below what one might hope for, and his on-base plus slugging percentage, OPS, is on the lower end, which hasn't exactly inspired confidence. However, when you dive into some of the advanced metrics, there's a more encouraging story. His expected batting average and expected slugging numbers are notably higher than his actual numbers, which points to potential that hasn't fully materialized yet, but could soon. These expected stats are a way to measure the quality of contact and the likelihood of outcomes based on how he's hitting the ball, so they often provide a glimpse into what might happen once a player adjusts or regains confidence. It's clear that if Pizza can translate some of that expected performance into real results, his offensive contribution could improve dramatically. Historically, Pizza is known for starting slow, especially in the minors, where he often needed time to warm up and find consistency. This tendency to begin seasons sluggishly can make it difficult to evaluate his true potential early on, but his track record shows that once he hits his stride, he can become a productive power threat. During the past season, between July and September, Pizza hit a notable number of home runs, which indicates that he's capable of producing when given the chance. His defense also remains a strong suit. He has made several highlight reel plays that demonstrate his ability to cover ground and make tough outs, which is crucial for a third baseman tasked with guarding the hot corner. Given the Yankees' current situation, it makes sense to consider whether they should lean into developing Pizza further instead of immediately seeking external help. With the trade deadline approaching, speculation around the team chasing a right-handed bat or a new third baseman is rampant. But maybe the answer is already within the team. Providing Pizza with more consistent playing time could be the key to unlocking his potential, and by extension, providing the Yankees with the offensive production they need. Of course, this approach carries some risk. If he struggles, the team will have to look elsewhere. But giving young talent a genuine chance to prove themselves often pays dividends in the long run. It's also worth noting the competition for the third base spot. DJ Boss has been a decent defender, but his offensive numbers haven't been compelling enough to firmly secure the position. If Pizza starts hitting and showing the kind of production expected of a starter, it makes sense for the team to favor him over players who are merely holding down the role without delivering at the plate. The inconsistency in Pizza's playing time may have held him back more than his talent. Sometimes all a young player needs is a chance to play every day to build the rhythm necessary for success. Beyond the infield, the Yankees pitching staff has also been a bright spot this season, which adds context to how the team might approach the remainder of the year. Carlos Rodon, for instance, has been exceptional. posting an earned run average that rivals some of the league's best starters and showing the kind of dominance the Yankees hoped to get when they signed him. His ability to consistently deliver quality innings has taken some pressure off the bullpen and allowed the team to stay competitive in close games. Alongside him, Max Fried has also been impressive, pitching with a consistency and command that give the Yankees a solid foundation on the mound. While some fans might long for the return of Garrett Cole or other star pitchers, the reality is that the current rotation has performed admirably. With promising arms like Lewis Heelan expected back soon, the Yankees could be in a strong position pitching-wise. This pitching strength means the offense doesn't necessarily have to explode all at once, giving players like Pisa the chance to develop at a more natural pace without the team losing ground in the standings. The market for a right-handed power bat or a third baseman in trades is limited, and not many teams are eager to part with key pieces mid-season. That makes the case for developing internal options like Pizza even stronger. If he can build on his recent home run and start hitting with more consistency, the Yankees might find they already have the right-handed bat they've been searching for. This kind of homegrown solution is not only cost-effective, but also builds team chemistry and fan excitement around a player who grew into the role. In conclusion, while the Yankees front office certainly has options and could explore the trade market, the most intriguing and potentially rewarding path might be to give Oswald Pizza the leash he needs. Let him play regularly, find his rhythm, and gain the confidence that comes from being trusted by the team. Baseball history is filled with examples of players who blossomed once they were given steady opportunities, and Pizza might just be the next story. If he capitalizes on the momentum from his recent success, he could surprise not only the Yankees, but the entire baseball world with what he brings to the field in the weeks and months ahead. His ability to hit consistently and provide solid defense could be the missing piece in a lineup that, while talented, has struggled at times to find balance and rhythm. It's important to recognize how critical it is for young players like Pisa to receive consistent playing time. Baseball is a game of adjustments, and the more at-bats a player gets, the better chance he has to learn, adapt, and ultimately succeed. Sporadic appearances or being shuffled in and out of the lineup can make it difficult for a player to build that essential momentum. The Yankees, by giving Pizza an extended run at third base, could be fostering not just a short-term boost, but a long-term asset for the team. Looking at the broader team dynamics, the Yankees have been managing various challenges this year, with injuries and lineup shifts forcing them to explore different configurations. While they have plenty of star power, especially with players like Aaron Judge carrying much of the offensive load, baseball is a team sport that requires contributions from every spot in the lineup. When a player like Pizza steps up and begins to fill a role confidently, it alleviates pressure on the big stars and allows the entire lineup to function more smoothly. It creates a more balanced attack that opposing pitchers have to respect, which in turn benefits everyone. On the defensive side, Pizza's skills are a significant asset. Third base is often referred to as the hot corner because of the quick reflexes and strong arms required to handle sharp ground balls and line drives. Pizza's athleticism and glove work have shown promise, and consistent playing time would only help him hone those skills further. Defense is sometimes underrated in discussions about a player's value, but for a contending team like the Yankees, having a reliable defender at third can be the difference between winning and losing tight games. Each run saved by good defense can be just as valuable as runs scored. The pitching staff, which has been impressive this season, adds to the optimism. Carlos Rodon has emerged as a reliable starter, delivering quality innings and striking out batters at an impressive rate. His improved performance this year has been a pleasant surprise for the team and fans alike. Rodon's ability to consistently go deep into games helps preserve the bullpen and gives the Yankees a chance to compete every day. Max Fried, too, has stepped up as a dependable arm, contributing valuable starts and keeping the team in games. Together, Rodon and Fried provide a strong foundation for the rotation, even without the presence of Garrett Cole, who is sidelined for now. Their performances show that the Yankees can rely on internal options to hold down the fort, while other pieces fall into place. The bullpen, too, has been solid, benefiting from the starters' ability to pitch deep into games. When the starters can go 6, 7, or more innings, it lessens the burden on the relievers and keeps the team's pitching staff fresh over the long season. This pitching strength gives the Yankees some breathing room to develop young position players like Pizza without feeling the immediate pressure to make drastic roster changes. It's a luxury to have pitching that keeps the team competitive in every game, allowing management to focus on nurturing talent and building depth. The trade deadline often brings a whirlwind of rumors and speculation, but realistically, the options for a right-handed bat or a third baseman who can immediately contribute are limited. Many teams are reluctant to part with their key players, especially young stars or top prospects. The Rangers, for example, are unlikely to trade Josh Young, and the Rays have made it clear they aren't moving Joey Wendell or other young talent. In this environment, the Yankees' best bet may very well be to invest in their own players, giving them the chance to prove themselves. If Pizza can show even a fraction of the power and consistency he demonstrated during the latter part of last season, he could emerge as that right-handed threat the team desperately needs. Confidence, as mentioned earlier, plays a huge role in a player's performance. Pizza's recent home runs seem to have a noticeable effect on his demeanor, and that kind of boost can spark a string of positive performances. When a player starts to believe in himself, the game feels less daunting, swings become more relaxed, and the mental side of hitting aligns better with the physical. This kind of mental breakthrough can be the turning point for a player who has struggled with inconsistency. It's not just about talent. It's about the mindset that allows a player to perform at his best under pressure. The Yankees' decision-making at this stage will be critical. If they choose to stick with Pizza and provide him with a regular spot in the lineup, it sends a message that the organization believes in developing their own talent, rather than constantly chasing external fixes. This approach builds a stronger clubhouse culture and gives young players something tangible to strive for. It also helps the team maintain financial flexibility by avoiding expensive mid-season acquisitions that may or may not pan out. Of course, if Pizza falters, the Yankees can still explore other options, but giving him the opportunity now seems like a low-risk, potentially high-reward strategy. Looking beyond the immediate season, developing homegrown players is essential for sustained success. Teams that rely heavily on trades and free agency sometimes struggle to build a consistent core, while those that invest in their farm system and nurture young talent often find long-term stability. Pizza could be part of that core for the Yankees, if he can seize this opportunity. His combination of defense, occasional power, and right-handed bat balance fits well with the rest of the lineup. If he develops as hoped, the Yankees would have filled a key need internally without sacrificing future assets. As the season moves forward, it will be fascinating to watch how the Yankees handle this situation. Will they give Pizza a steady role and let him run with it? Or will they look elsewhere to fill that right-handed bat hole? The team's depth in pitching offers them some cushion to take their time on this decision, but time is also of the essence in a playoff race. Players need to hit their stride sooner rather than later to make a meaningful impact. The recent home run could be the spark that lights a fire under Pizza's season, transforming him from a platoon piece into a dependable starter. Fans should keep a close eye on how the Yankees manage their lineup and playing time over the coming weeks. Pizza's progress might be the storyline that defines the team's second half. His success or failure could influence roster moves, trade discussions, and the overall trajectory of the team. In a league where every advantage counts, uncovering a hidden gem already on the roster is like striking gold. The Yankees have a chance to do just that, and the payoff could be substantial. Ultimately, baseball is a game of opportunities and moments, and Pizza's recent surge might just be the moment that defines his career. If he can continue to build on this success, the Yankees will benefit greatly. But more importantly, the young player will have proven that patience, trust, and perseverance can lead to breakthrough performances. The next few weeks will tell the story, and all eyes will be on Pizza to see if he can become the surprise the Yankees need to push forward in a competitive season. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a stunning turn of events that has set the baseball world abuzz, rumors have erupted across social media and sports networks suggesting that superstar outfielder Juan Soto could be on his way to the New York Yankees. While nothing has been officially confirmed by the player or either organization, several sources close to the situation have hinted that Soto's much-anticipated decision may have already been made, with an announcement potentially imminent. The Bronx has long been whispered as a possible destination for the generational talent, but few expected news to break so suddenly, and with such seismic impact. Late last night, Soto reportedly posted a cryptic message to his inner circle, hinting at his arrival in the Big Apple. The Yankees, known for their aggressive pursuit of marquee players, have been linked to Soto for months, but the speed and apparent finality of this development has left insiders scrambling to confirm the details. Several MLB analysts speculate that the Yankees front office, under the leadership of Brian Cashman, may have quietly orchestrated one of the most dramatic acquisitions in recent history. After all, the franchise has been under increasing pressure to add a superstar bat to complement Aaron Judge and bolster their championship aspirations. Soto, with his prodigious power and plate discipline, fits that mold perfectly. However, skeptics caution that until an official press release emerges, this could be yet another case of off-season speculation spiraling into overdrive. Soto's current team has remained silent, fueling even more intrigue about the veracity of these swirling reports. Regardless of whether the move materializes, the mere possibility of Juan Soto donning the iconic pinstripes has sent shockwaves through both fan bases. Yankee supporters are already envisioning the formidable heart of a lineup featuring Soto and Judge, while rivals across the league brace for what could be a monumental power shift. For now, all eyes remain fixed on the Bronx as the baseball world waits with bated breath for the next twist in what could be the biggest story of the offseason. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.